In a quiet corner of the world, hidden between emerald forests and rivers that shimmered like liquid glass, there was a small village called Norvale. Though peaceful on the outside, many hearts inside the village carried silent worries, none more than a young man named Denny. Denny had once been a dreamer, a boy whose imagination painted the sky, whose hopes sparkled brighter than the stars. But as the years passed, life grew heavier. Responsibilities, disappointments, and the quiet loneliness of adulthood slowly dimmed the light inside him. Now every morning he woke before sunrise, stared at the wooden ceiling above his bed, and whispered to himself, "Another day, just like yesterday." One night, unable to fall asleep, Denny lay awake listening to the soft wind. That was when he noticed something strange. A small swirl of violet and blue light drifted through the crack of his window, gentle, glowing, and humming softly like a lullaby. Denny sat up, startled. The light floated toward him, spinning softly until it began to form a shape. A tiny figure. Wings made of stardust, hair shining like sunrise. When she finally spoke, her voice was warm and musical. "Hello, Denny. My name is Lyra, and I am a wish fairy." Denny stared at the tiny glowing fairy hovering above his blanket. For a long moment he thought he must be dreaming, but Lyra's soft light warmed the air around him, and her wings shimmered too gently to be an illusion. "A wish fairy?" he repeated slowly. Lyra nodded, her smile brightening the room. "Every human heart is born with a wish. Some people outgrow theirs, some forget it. But you..." She flew closer and touched his chest lightly. "You locked yours away a long time ago." Denny swallowed, unsure how to respond. His voice came out softer than he expected. "I don't even remember what it was. That's why I'm here." Lyra's wings fluttered as she circled the room. "You once made a wish so powerful it echoed through the realms. And tonight it finally reached me." Denny's breath caught. "What wish?" Lyra landed gently on his palm, her weight barely noticeable. "A wish for a life filled with wonder, connection, and meaning." Denny's eyes lowered. "I don't think I'm that person anymore." Lyra lifted his chin with her tiny hand. "That's the thing about wishes, Denny. They don't die, they wait." Before he could reply, the fairy's glow intensified, filling the room with swirling colors. The walls dissolved into soft gold mist, and suddenly Denny found himself standing in a vast field. Moonflowers stretching endlessly in every direction, glowing like little lanterns under the night sky. Denny gasped, "Is this real?" "As real as your heart allows it to be," Lyra answered. A gentle wind rustled the flowers, and in the distance a silhouette appeared, a tall figure cloaked in starlight watching him quietly. Denny felt a strange pull in his chest. "Who is that?" Lyra settled on his shoulder. "The one connected to your forgotten wish. The one your heart once reached for." Denny took a step forward, unsure, afraid, and yet drawn by something he couldn't name. Lyra whispered, "If you're ready, your journey begins now." Denny stepped deeper into the moonlit field, each flower glowing brighter as he passed. The figure in the distance stood still, wrapped in a cloak that shimmered like falling stars. Though Denny couldn't see the face beneath the hood, something about the presence felt familiar. Why does it hurt to look? It was an ache he hadn't felt in years, a phantom limb of a memory. Lyra whispered from his shoulder, "Don't be afraid." "I'm not," Denny replied softly, "but I don't understand." As he approached, the figure slowly lifted their head. The hood fell back, revealing a young man with gentle eyes, warm and bright like sunrise after a long winter. His expression softened the moment he saw Denny. "It's been a long time," the man said. Denny froze. "No, it can't be. He's just a dream, he's gone." A memory flickered, two children sitting beneath an old tree promising never to forget. "Elias," Denny whispered, the name a ghost on his tongue. The man smiled, sad but tender. "You remembered." Denny's chest tightened. "But you moved away. Everyone said you were gone forever." "I was," Elias said, stepping closer. "But not in the way they thought." His form shimmered. "I didn't just leave your world, Denny. I crossed into another, one connected to dreams, wishes, and loss." "Another world? What does that even mean? Is he a ghost?" Lyra fluttered into the air. Elias did not cross by accident. A child's heartbreak opened a door and he slipped through. Denny's breath wavered. "My heartbreak? That day I was so alone. I wished so hard." Elias nodded. "The day I left, you made a wish, a desperate one. You wished that I wouldn't forget you even if the world did." Tears burned behind Denny's eyes. "It worked? All this time my wish had a life of its own?" And it cost him his... I didn't think it worked, he choked out. It did, Elias whispered. It bound my spirit to your wish. But the bond is fading, Denny, unless your heart remembers. The wind shifted, the moonflowers dimming. Lyra's voice echoed. You must choose whether to awaken your wish or let it disappear forever. Elias held out his hand, gentle, patient, waiting. Denny, he said, his voice trembling with hope. Do you remember what we meant to each other? Denny stared at the hand offered to him. He's asking me to remember, not just him, but who I was with him, the boy who believed in wonder. And for the first time in years, Denny felt something warm rise inside his chest. A beginning. Denny took a deep breath, his fingers trembling as they hovered above Elias's outstretched hand. The moonlight danced across the field, casting silver patterns that seemed to whisper encouragement. Lyra's wings shimmered beside him, tiny sparks of hope fluttering into the night. Denny, Elias said softly, you don't have to be afraid. Whatever you choose, it will not break you. It will only awaken what you've kept inside. The memory of their childhood laughter surged within him. The shared secrets, the promises carved into bark, the quiet moments beneath the old tree. A warmth spread through Denny's chest, melting the layers of doubt he'd carried for years. I remember, Denny whispered, his voice shaking. I remember everything, and I want to see you again. I want to believe in us. Elias's smile blossomed like sunlight over frozen ground. Then take my hand, Denny. Together we can step through the door, back to where hearts never truly part. As Denny reached out, a gentle breeze swirled around them, carrying the scent of wildflowers and the faint shimmer of starlight. The field seemed to bend and stretch, forming a bridge of glowing petals that led to a horizon full of possibilities. With his hand finally clasped in Elias's, Denny felt a surge of courage and wonder. The world around them shifted, and for the first time in years, he felt whole again. Not just a boy chasing a memory, but someone ready to embrace the magic of the present and the promise of tomorrow. Lyra hovered above, her voice like a lullaby in the wind. Some wishes take years to awaken, but when they do, they shine brighter than the stars. And under the silver glow of the moon, Denny and Elias stepped forward together, leaving behind the shadows of the past and walking into a future full of dreams, friendship, and the quiet miracle of hearts reunited. The petals beneath their feet glowed brighter with every step, forming a path that seemed alive with the magic of memory and hope. Denny and Elias walked together, their hands intertwined, hearts beating in quiet harmony. I never thought I'd see this day, Denny said, voice soft but certain. I thought our promises were lost forever. They were never lost, Elias replied, his eyes reflecting the starlight. They were just waiting for us to remember. Lyra twirled above them, sprinkling silver sparkles like tiny stars. Some magic is patient, but it never abandons those who truly believe, she said. As they reached the horizon, the field stretched into a valley of luminous flowers and shimmering trees, a world that seemed born from their own wishes and dreams. A gentle wind carried laughter, music, and the scent of new beginnings. Denny looked at Elias, feeling the warmth of a bond that time and distance could not break. Then this is just the beginning, isn't it? Elias smiled, a mix of mischief and tenderness. The beginning of every adventure, every dream, every memory we'll create together. They stepped forward into the glowing world, leaving behind shadows and doubts, embracing a future full of friendship, magic, and the unbreakable promise of hearts reunited. And under the moon's gentle glow, Denny realized that some wishes, no matter how long they wait, shine brighter than the stars. And sometimes, the greatest magic is simply believing in the people you love.